Jared, what's going on, brother?
Really, I think she was just salty because they didn't get in. Let's be real. I mean, should we punish SMU because they lost their conference title game?
Jared, you really calling me asking me this?
Yeah, but I'm being honest. Should we punish?
They got bylaws to go by, man.
I feel like
they got rules to go by. No, but one of the bylaws or one of the rules says we got to reward a team for making it to their conference championship. Never have that been done. So basically, you just rewarded the team. No, you rewarded the team for losing their conference championship. That's what you did.
Basically, what she's saying is we should go back to the computer model, the BCS model.
You should.
Okay, we'll get boring. We'll get boring ass results.
If you've been watching, you clearly see that the commissioner is a Big Ten guy, and he was biased toward the Big Ten in these daggone every week of the playoff. He's been biased towards the Big Ten.
Okay, so what happened? What happened last year? What happened last year?
The computer model included everything: strength of schedule, all of that shit.
What happened last year when the commissioner of what was it, Michigan? Yeah, Michigan. He's the head honcho of the commissioner. What happened when Alabama got in over FSU? Was that being biased?
Okay, big deal. What happened when Alabama got in 2017? What happened then?
He wasn't being biased, obviously. They're not being biased. If you want to go back to a computer model, that's great, but it's just going to be boring.
Okay, so you want to see teams in the playoff that haven't beat a single ranked team throughout the whole season. That's what you want to see. You want to see teams that play a weak schedule in the playoffs.
So what would you say? Put an SEC commissioner or whatever you call it?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. No matter who the commissioner is just go by the bylaws that they set out or that they set forth. That's what we saying. We ain't. I mean, who? Let me ask you a question. If it come down to an Indiana and Arizona State, are you gonna watch some shit like that? No.
But if you had a computer model, the computer model would probably say that.
You're gonna watch some bullshit like the computer model will be the ones picking the teams, man.
Yeah, and you probably get a boring outcome because
you got a boring outcome now. You got SMU, you got Boise State, you got Arizona State, you got Indiana. Who wants to see that?
I think
besides
Arizona State looks good. Boise State, no. Clemson, no.
They look good in their conference, yeah. But when they get up to freaking Georgia, if Arizona State hit a Georgia, if Arizona State hit an Ohio State, even if Arizona State hit Tennessee, are you freaking serious? You can't be.
All I'm going to say is if you go back to the computer model, it's going to be accurate, but it's not going to be what you want. It's not going to be.
Let me ask you a question. Do the fans got what they want now? Hell no.
I think so. I think the right people got in. Except for the group of five. I feel like that needs to be separate. I think they had their own title game.
You think Indiana is the right choice? You think Arizona State is the right choice? You think Boise State is the right choice?
They won their conference.
I wouldn't give a shit. Let me ask you a question. Out of all the names, the teams that I just named, how many you think can beat Georgia?
There's got to be other teams.
How many do you think that can beat Georgia? Arizona State, Boise State, SMU, Indiana. How many of those teams you think can even compete with Georgia?
They could attempt, but they probably fail.
Simple question. How many do you think can compete with Georgia out of those four? So basically what you're saying, those are the right teams for you because it's an easy road for Georgia. That's what you're saying.
I didn't say that.
Basically, it is. You don't want the top teams in the playoffs.
I do want the top teams in the playoffs. And I'm
not even saying Alabama is a top team this year.
So what? Ole Miss should be in the playoffs?
You think Ole Miss is a better team than Indiana? You
They
think
might be
Ole
a
Miss
better-
would make better competition than Boise State? You think they'll make better competition than SMU or Arizona State? Yes
They
or no?
might, but their
Yes or
record,
no?
their record doesn't say for it. So why could we put them in?
You know why they record don't say for it? Because they're in the toughest conference in all of college football, and the teams that I named is in the weakest. You ain't looking at that.
I am looking at that, but the perspective
Okay,
is the committee.
name one Big 12 that can compete with South Carolina, Ole Miss, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee. One Big 12 team, please.
I ain't gonna name any because you know the answer to that.
Can you do that?
You know the answer to that, and you know what I'm gonna say.
Exactly. But you saying the right teams are in the playoff. Okay, time's up. Goodbye.